If you've been considering getting a lash lift or lash tint, let me tell you a few reasons as to why you shouldn't.
Getting a lash lift will ruin your lashes. Oh my god.
My eyelashes are falling out in clumps.
Still have gaps in my lashes.
They're stuck to my eyelid. They're straight. They're crunchy.
Nothing is lifted.
That was so traumatic.
I was like the #1 spokesperson for a damn lash lift, and let me tell you, I'm not standing on my own words.
I think we need to have a very serious conversation about lash lifts, because somehow we have entered an era where people are taking perfectly good eyelashes, putting perm solution on them, chemically curling them, tinting them, and then acting shocked when their lashes start looking crispy, crunchy, clumpy, bent backwards, or falling out in chunks. And I have to be honest, this is another beauty trend where I feel like people are ruining features that were already perfectly fine. Because some of these women had beautiful natural lashes. They just wanted them to look slightly more curled. Then they left with lashes stuck to their eyelids, unevenly processed, or so tightly curled that they could not apply mascara properly.
If you're interested in doing a lash lift, please watch this video first.
I have only had 3 lash lifts, and the one time she did over process them. However, I haven't had a lash lift since like November. Anytime I put mascara on my lashes, this is what they look like. Clumpy, gross. Like, I can't wear mascara. I have to wear falsies if I go out because my lashes just look crazy. So if I can convince you not to get a lash lift, don't, because it's going to ruin your lashes.
I'm a little bit confused because I got a lash lift and tint a while back and now my eyelashes are falling out in clumps. Let me show you this clump. I'm not even sure, like, can we just digest what's going on here? Like, is this where it came out of my eye? Or is this? And what's going on? Like, why is there like 4 eyelashes, but it looks like 1? I'm so confused. I got that done. I think it's been about a month now, over a month. My eyelashes went from being so full and thick to literally just falling out in clumps. Also, it was like $200. And I did the eyebrow lamination and color, and that lasted like maybe a week. And the lash lift and tint, the tint lasted like less than a week. The lift, honestly, it's still kind of lifting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'll ever do it again because I'm just like losing huge clumps of eyelashes.
Y'all, my sister just got home from getting her first lash lift. Look what they did to her lashes.
They're gone. The lady hated me.
Ow!
She hated my guts.
So look like you.
They're stuck to my eyelid. They're straight. They're crunchy.
Half of these lash lifts look terrifying. I would be mortified if somebody did that to my eyelashes.
I can't wait for the day that my lashes are no longer fried. Like, I literally look at them. Every time I put on mascara, it just looks like shit. So, like, how long until this lash lift goes away?
You guys, here it is up close. Like, literally, hello. Should I go to the hospital? I need to go to the doctor. I think I'm gonna go to the doctor, but I just need to document this because it's insane. Don't use an Amazon lash kit if you have sensitive skin like me.
I got a lash lift and I really don't like it. I used to get them all the time and I had an amazing technician back where I used to live. But like, nothing is lifted. Is that just me? Like, there's the inner corner ones that are lifted. Otherwise, like, even looking up at the camera, you can barely see anything that's lifted. There's like some there, a couple there. I don't understand. I have long lashes.
I'm never getting a lash lift again. I got my first lash lift about a month ago, a little over a month ago, and my lashes have been falling out ever since. They look really good. I have nothing on them right now, but I do use a lash serum, so my lashes used to be twice as thick as this, but now every single time I wash my face with a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil and I like just do this to take the mascara off, so many lashes fall out every single time. And this only started happening after I got my lash lift. I guess it's okay if you don't put mascara on your lashes so you don't have to wash them off, but I would want to.
The thing about lash lifts is that they are marketed as this low maintenance beauty hack. You hear lash lift and tint, and it sounds so simple. Instead of wearing a mascara or curling your lashes every day, you can just wake up with lifted, dark, pretty lashes. And I understand why people want that. Everybody wants to look more awake. Everybody wants pretty lashes. Everybody wants to simplify their routine. And when lash lifts look good, they really can look good. But what people do not always explain is that a lash lift is basically a perm for your eyelashes. And I do not think people are taking that seriously enough. Your eyelashes are tiny hairs around your eyes. They are not decoration only. They help protect your eyes. So when you start putting strong chemicals that close to your eye area that should not be treated like a casual little beauty appointment, Because in the video, women are talking about burning, soreness, watery eyes, lashes sticking to their eyelids, lashes curling backwards, and lashes falling out. That is not a minor inconvenience. That is your eye area.
Worst thing I've ever done to my lashes is get a lash lift. I've got really short and straight lashes, so one thing about me, I live by a lash curler. I need it. I thought, why not go and get a lash lift? I did not know that your eyelashes go really dry as soon as you get a lash lift. It was a little bit scary. I put some oil and serum on them and they have recovered, but I immediately regretted doing anything to chemically treat my eyelashes, especially since they are so short and straight. Now the other thing you'll see now, I cannot put mascara on my eyelashes without getting it on my eyelid because my eyelashes are now pretty much stuck to my eyelids. It doesn't give any space to get behind them because they're so curly. Do you see that? It was easier to do with a lash curler, honestly. And the last thing, I've never had so many things in my eyes in my life. It kind of reminds me of when I trim my nose hairs and then I immediately get a cold. Like, these things are here for a reason and maybe we shouldn't treat them.
I was like the #1 spokesperson for a damn lash lift, and let me tell you, I'm not standing on my own words. #1, since I got my lash lift, my eyes, like, do you see them watering? Like, I literally have to pull over on the highway sometimes because my eyes are watering so bad, tears streaming down my face, in so much pain. So I don't know if it's like a chemical that they put on my lashes. I don't know. Second, guys, I have like very thick, luscious lashes. Beautiful lashes. What the hell is this? What is that? What is that? That is not thick, beautiful lashes. And on top of it, lastly, when I put on mascara, my lashes look so clumpy. They don't look long. Like, they look so bad. They look so not good. And yeah, so I'm rescinding my statement that everyone should get a lash lift and taking it back and saying never get a lash lift. Ciao.
I got a lash lift done and it went sideways. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so here are what my lashes look like. I'm not quite sure at this moment if they're over processed or if like the wrong rod was used, but they don't look good. The eyelashes are definitely like curled back onto my eyelids and it's super tender and sore.
Now, I have reached out to a lot of different estheticians in the area, and some of them said, oh, I can't help you, you know, like you're just gonna have to take care of them, keep them from being like really fragile and just keep them hydrated. Other ones that were like, oh yeah, I can help you, but like let's give your eyelashes like a little bit of a break. Pretty much the whole idea is that I soften my eyelashes and kind of get like the perm out of them while still keeping them moisturized so they don't like fall off. Okay, so it suggested that I start coating my lashes with castor oil, so I'm going to be doing that, as well as get like a leave-in lash conditioner to keep them like nice and soft. So we're going to work on that. And then I did have a lash serum to help grow them, but I was using the Revitalash, which I found out had prostaglandins in it, and we don't want that. So I did pick up the Therese in Honor, and I'm going to like update you guys on how well that works. But apparently this stuff is magic, but also this was really good. I just don't want like my eye color changing or my eyelids getting darker.
Lash lifts are awful. I literally got a lash lift like 2 weeks after that video. My lashes have never been the same. I do this every year. I forget the aftermath because lash lifts look really good like for the first 2 weeks. I remember after I just got it, I was like, wait, why don't I do this every month? Because they're chemicals. My lashes thinned out so much. I've applied lash serums just like I used to during that video. My lashes were so thick and long. Like, do you see that? It's been maybe 2 months since the lash lift. My lashes can't get back to the same place. And then it's weird because after the lash lift, after like 2 weeks, then you have like a new growth coming in and then your lashes are growing straight and then some of them are falling down. Like the residue or the chemical does not wear off your original lashes. I've been building from the ground up to get my lashes back to that place. This is like styled the same. Styled the same. Do you see how long and thick my lashes were in that serum? It's not worth it. And every year I do this and every year I go to someone different, so I know it's not like technique, it's just the chemicals in your lashes.
One thing that really stood out to me is how many people said their lash lift looked good at first and then everything went downhill. And that is the trick with a lot of beauty trends. At first you think, oh my gosh, why have I not been doing this forever? The lashes are lifted. They look pretty. You feel cute. You do not need as much mascara. It feels like you just discovered the easiest beauty hack. Then 2 weeks later, the lashes start acting crazy. Some lashes are still curled up. Some are growing straight out. Some are pointing down. Some are touching the eyelid. Some are clumped together. Some are falling out. And now you cannot even use mascara because it makes everything look worse. So now the same treatment that was supposed to make your routine easier has made your routine more annoying. And that is what I mean when I say people are following trends without really thinking about the long-term result. Because yes, it may look cute for a moment. But what happens after that moment? What happens when the trend starts growing out? What happens when your lashes do not fall back into place? What happens when they get dry and brittle? What happens when they start shedding more than usual? That is the part TikTok does not show enough.
It is my first time going to get my lashes lifted and tinted. My lashes naturally are very straight, but they are there and they're pretty long, so I'm curious to see what it's going to do for me. Here is the before. Oh my god. The whole time I was laying there, I was just like, I'm never doing this again. Literally, I was so uncomfortable, it was burning, and now that I'm looking at them, was it worth it? Now, they're still settling in, like, look at how curled that is. When I look at it up close, it's like way too curled. I hope it settles down. Like, do you see that? I mean, there's still some dye on my eyelid, and some glue. There's still glue. I'm so nervous. I look like a crazy person on this side. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's like what? Like there's no mascara or anything on here. Oh my god. Update, it's been exactly 2 weeks and I still hate them. They're still pretty much just as curled as they were the day that I got them. I don't know when it'll go down. The girl told me 2 to 3 weeks. It's been 2 weeks and I have not seen a difference. I have absolutely nothing on them right now. This side doesn't look the worst, but this side, like, I don't even know if you can see on camera. They look horrible. And I can't get it to go down. I've showered several times. I wash my face twice a day. Even more than that sometimes. I hate them. Never doing it again. What a waste of money. So glad, honestly, that I don't like it because never have to pay $90 again to hate my eyelashes for weeks.
If you've been thinking about getting like an eyelash lift or a tint recently, this video is a sign to not do it. 4 months ago was me and my boyfriend's 1 year, so we wanted to go take pictures, and I wanted my eyelashes and my hair done, so I texted an eyelash lady. I actually just wanted extensions, so I like texted her, we set up a time, great. I got them done, and then the next morning I woke up and they were literally gone. And when I say gone, I mean gone. Like, this was day 2. I woke up and they looked like this. So I like texted her, I was like, hey girl, like, what's your policy? Because I have pictures tomorrow, like, can you help me? And she's like, all I can do is get you in for a lift. And I've done one before, and all that happened is my lashes didn't lift, so it literally looked like I didn't do anything. So I was like, if you can like guarantee that they'll look good. She's like, yeah, I'll just use a smaller pad, like, looks like you have longer eyelashes, but we want to make sure that they're lifted. So I went in, I got my eyelashes lifted. The first 2 days, they looked great. Like, honestly, no complaints. And then day 4 came around. This is a picture of my eyelashes on day 4. She put perm solution on the top of my lashes, which literally fried them off, like breakage. I was like literally combing through my eyelashes and they were just breaking. This is a picture of me crying. You can't really tell, but there's for sure some issues. So fast forward, it's been 4 months. My eyelashes are like finally getting back to where they were.
These are 2-week-old. What the heck is that? I still have to use a curler every time I do my lashes. Unacceptable. Why am I spending so much money for me to just keep using the curler? Also, so many of my lashes have been falling off. Like, it's terrible. I'm gonna be left with no lashes. I'm literally never getting a lash lift again.
And let's talk about the over-processed lash lift. Because some of these lashes look like they've been through a battle. They are not lifted. They are curled into the eyelid. They are crispy. They are dry. They are bent in strange directions. They look like they are fighting for their life. And I know some people will say, well, that only happens if you go to a bad technician. But that is not the whole conversation. Yes, the technician matters. The rod size matters. The timing matters. The product matters. The experience matters. But even when a lash lift is done by a professional, you are still chemically treating a very delicate area. And if something goes wrong, it is not like a bad manicure you can hide for a week. These are your eyelashes. You cannot just take them off. You cannot just wash them out. You have to wait for them to grow, shed, recover, or calm down. And if your lashes are already short, fragile, thin, or sensitive, you may be taking a bigger risk than you realize.
As an eye doctor, here are 3 things I would never do to my eyelashes. Number 1, I would never get a lash lift or tint. Lash lifts use a perming solution, which usually contains ammonium, which can be toxic to the eye. This can cause severe chemical burns or allergic reactions to the eye area.
Here's a Korean lash lift gone wrong. So this client came in, this is her lift right after the service. As you can tell, it does look beautiful, but by day 2, these were her lashes. They're way too over curled, hitting her eyelid. The shield used was way too small. They are not over processed. So we did what I like to call a lash reversal. I first did a keratin mask for 5 minutes, then I processed step 1 and 2 for 2 more minutes. And keep in mind, since they did over curl, we went with a way larger shield. One thing about Korean lash lift, this is just a video to help others. If this happened to you or you're struggling, we must start with larger shields.
So first of all, I would just like to say this is absolutely not my doing. This is me fixing it. I'd like to make that crystal clear. So basically, I woke up this morning and one of my lovely clients had sent me a text saying, Hall, please can you help? My boyfriend's mom has had a lash lift done and the technician has used lash extension glue instead of lash lift glue, and now the shields are stuck to her eyes. Now, if you're a technician like me, I knew what she meant, but I thought there's no way. It's 7 a.m. I thought there's no way the shields are still on this lovely lady's eyes. So I asked for a pic and nope, there they were. The shields were still stuck on her eyes. Bear in mind, at this point, I'm like, oh my God, it's 7 a.m. When did you have your lashes done? Like, have these been stuck on your eyes all night? And yes, they were. So I was just mortified. I was like, I need to help this lady because never in my whole 5 years of being in this industry have I known anything like this. I'm never going to get over this. I could not believe it when she walked in with them shields still stuck to her. Oh my God. So I had a 30-minute gap at 1:30 and I was like, come in, please come in, let me sort this out. So bearing in mind, I only had 30 minutes to get these off. I was praying. I was thinking, I really hope she has used lash extension glue because that will come off with my glue remover. But I also didn't know how stubborn it would be. Anyway, as you can see, we got them off and all is okay. Here is just me cleaning my way through these lashes. Like,
hear me out. So I had a lash lift done right before vacation and it looked great for the first week afterwards. But when the lift stopped lifting, that was when the problem started happening. Your lashes don't lose your lift simultaneously. Instead, some of your lashes starts going down like this, but some of your lashes are pointing up like this still, which means you can't even curl your lashes because if you curled them, some of them would look normal, but then other ones would just go back into your eyelids. While your lashes look like this, your mascara will not apply nicely. Mascara one looks like this. Some of your lashes will get coated, but the other lashes will just be without any mascara on because you're higher up. And then you just kind of look like a hot mess for, I think for me, it was around 2 months.
Now you have to remember, getting a lash lift and tint is like doing a perm to your lashes, so they're gonna feel quite dry. I was moisturizing them. I was using different oils. My sister-in-law actually told me to get jojoba oil. I did that every night. I also started using Olaplex number 3 because that is game changer for your lash, just to keep them hydrated. If you are the type of person who likes mascara and also just you're not going to go back every month or so to get another lash lift and tint, then you should not be getting that. It makes your lashes so dry and so hard to work with mascara. So even if you want to do a full glam look, even if you're a natural girly but you have an event or something and you want full glam, you will not be able to put mascara on properly. It is going to look so clumpy and gross and dry.
So I do my own lash lifts every couple months and I've been doing it for 2 years now. Always loved it, never had a problem with it. I did one recently, I posted a video about it and this one came out great. But this one came out a little bit too high up, they weren't even. So I found a tutorial on how to relax the lash lift. I went against my own advice and I did 2 perms in 1 day. Honestly, at first it looked great. I was really happy with it. But I obviously went wrong somewhere because half of my lashes just went straight down and there's a couple hairs that are just sticking up. If I turn to the side, you can see all of this is just straight down. So take it from me, if you're gonna do a lash lift, do it once, and if you don't like it, go to a professional. I really wish I had just left this alone.
The DIY lash lift kits are another problem because TikTok has convinced everybody that they can become a beauty professional at home. You buy the Amazon kit, you watch a tutorial, you lay out the little tools. You think, how hard can it be? Apparently, very hard. Because there are people online doing lash lifts on themselves, doing lash lifts on their friends, using the wrong products, using the wrong glue, using the wrong timing, using the wrong shields, and then wondering if they need to go to the doctor. And I get it. Beauty services are expensive. People want to save money. But there are some things I do not think are worth experimenting with, and anything involving chemicals next to your eyes is one of them. Your eyes are not the place to play chemist. And this is another reason why I keep saying not every beauty trend needs to be tried. Just because it is popular does not mean it is safe for you. Just because it worked for someone else does not mean it will work for you. Just because the final result looks cute in a TikTok does not mean the process is worth it. I think the bigger issue is that people keep treating their bodies like trends. We saw it with microblading. Women tattooed brows on their face because it was trending. And now some of them are paying more money to get the pigment removed. We saw it with brow lamination. People wanted fluffy brows, and now some women are saying their brows got fried or fell out. We saw it with Botox, filler, BBLs, lip flips, lash extensions, gel nails, and now lash lifts. It is always the same pattern. A trend goes viral. Everybody starts doing it. The before and after photos look amazing. People act like it is harmless. Then months or years later, the regret videos start coming out. And at some point, we have to learn the lesson. Your body is not a trend cycle. Your face is not a Pinterest board. Your eyelashes are not an experiment. Your eyebrows are not a seasonal aesthetic. Your features do not need to change every time TikTok decides something new is cute, because trends change. But damage can last longer than the trend. The part that bothers me the most is that a lot of these women already had good lashes. That is what makes it so frustrating. Some of them had long lashes. Some had thick lashes. Some had healthy lashes. Some just had straight lashes, which is completely normal. But because lifted lashes were trending, they felt like they needed to change them. And now they are saying they wish they left them alone. That is the lesson. Sometimes the best thing you can do is know your best features and stop trying to change everything. If you have nice lashes, take care of them. If they are straight, curl them. If you want a temporary look for an event, use strip lashes or clusters carefully. But why chemically alter something that is already good just because the internet said it should look different? And I am not saying this to shame anyone. I understand wanting to look better. I understand wanting to feel prettier. I understand wanting to try something new. But I also think we have to be honest. A lot of these procedures and treatments are not making people happier. They're just making them chase the next version of perfection. And perfection keeps moving. Another part people do not talk about enough is how emotional it feels when something goes wrong with your lashes. People will say, they grow back. Okay, but in the meantime, you still have to look in the mirror. You still have to go to work. You still have to put on makeup. You still have to take pictures. You still have to deal with mascara looking clumpy. You still have to feel like your eyes look different. And eyelashes frame the eyes. When your lashes look strange, you notice it immediately. So I understand why some of these women are upset. Because they paid money to feel prettier, and now they feel worse. They wanted their lashes lifted, and now they are dealing with gaps, dryness, breakage, and clumps. And that is what makes beauty regret so frustrating. You are paying to solve a problem, but sometimes you leave with a new one. The message is not that every single person who gets a lash lift will regret it. Some people get lash lifts and love them. Some people have good technicians. Some people have lashes that can handle it. Some people get a soft, pretty result and never have an issue. But the message is that lash lifts are not as simple as TikTok makes them look. They are not just curling your lashes. They involve chemicals near your eyes. They can dry out your lashes. They can over-curl them. They can make mascara harder to apply. They can cause breakage. They can leave your lashes looking weird for weeks. And for some people, they can turn into a full regret story. And honestly, after seeing all of this, I really think the best thing people can do is stop chasing every beauty trend and start appreciating what already works for them. Because none of these trends are going to make you permanently happy. Not the brow tattoos, not the brow lamination, not the gel nails, not the Botox, not the filler, not the BBL, not the lash lift. They may give you a temporary look. They may make you feel cute for a moment. But if you are constantly chasing perfection, there will always be something else to fix. And that is how the beauty industry keeps people hooked. So before you let someone put chemicals on your eyelashes, ask yourself, do I actually need this? Or am I just following a trend? Because a lash curler washes off, mascara comes off, strip lashes come off. But damaged lashes, over-processed lashes, gaps, breakage, that takes time. And all for what? A lift that might only look good for a couple of days. I am sorry, but some trends are just not worth it. So I want to know what you think. Are lash lifts actually worth it? Or is this another beauty trend people are going to regret once the internet moves on?